Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of IO. Let's continue the story, and I heard your warning, and I will try to finish the chapter 13, or the cluster 13, and also finish the cluster 15 this time, so I will not end up, ending the episode just before the end of the chapter, as I usually do. Apparently, cluster 15 is a big deal. That's what I got from the comments that told me to finish the cluster 15. I don't know why it's a big deal, but I'm excited. So let's continue and let's see why I'm supposed to not fall into my own trap of ending before the end scene. Let's see. Because it's still bright enough, I look for a place where I can observe that back alley without attracting suspicion. I find a suitable cafe and to use and break out a pair of binoculars I brought along. When dusk approaches, suspicious men in groups of 3 to 5 gather from an unknown location. Some of them are wearing the black jacket with a fairy on it, while some aren't. With my cell phone in one hand, my binoculars firmly grasped in the other, I wait impatiently. When will scene appear? When will the deal begin? When should I call the police? Truth be told, I considered informing Cyberforce about this a little while ago, but if I did, I'd probably stick my nose into the place Muskie don't want me to look into. That's why I want to wait until the bitter end for the ringleader to come out. That's why I'm stacking them out. Is scene really Mutski? Will you appear? There's a lot of movement going on, and the cafe manager's glare is getting quite stern. I'm very uncomfortable. As for now, I ordered my first drink, but... Okay. Also, like I said, scene is not necessarily Mutski here. It can be anyone just using the name. It's not like players have any way to check this. A big man with a black jacket who is leading several followers appears. His unifying force is clearly beginning to change the movements of the people around him. From what I can see of that man's behavior, there's almost no doubt he's the dealer. But no matter how hard I look at the person, I don't see any hint of Mutski. So Scene isn't my sister? I still don't know. There's possibility that this is a different person, or that he's Mutski's underling. I prepare for the worst, telling myself not to be surprised by anything. But it seems like individual deals are finally about to go down. Also, about the previous episode, about how I Mutski's on the moon or something, right? You remember I talked a while ago, I gave example of Soma. We played as the character and our consciousness got transferred basically, and this consciousness is continuation of you, but you as you still, exist. So the split part that continues thinks the plan worked, but you that sit in the chair, for example, you are surprised, wait, that was not supposed to happen, I was supposed to go, right? So what if this Enigma system was something similar, right? Arc or something. So basically Mutski thought it's going to be a dream stuff, right? But what it really did is transferred to consciousness, and this consciousness is on the moon, for example, in some database, right? And it thinks that my real body is sleeping, but while in a reality she's just a data, another split continuation from herself, and her real body probably maybe died or something already, so maybe real Mutski is dead, but herself as a data still exists, and she thinks basically that her body still exists because she have no idea what happened, because from her perspective it's continuation. I should probably... Should I draw it? Wait. Just to clarify what I mean, because maybe it's weird. Okay, so just very quick, okay? So we have Mutski, right? going to like sleeping pod or whatever, right? So here's like Mutsuki, and her consciousness is basically copied, right? There's a copy that goes into a data on the moon, right? So essentially this copy, right, it's like continuation, and it thinks that she's the same as the one. So 2 equals 1. She thinks she's the same as 1, while in reality she's different. And from her perspective, nothing changed. Like, she thought like, I will live here, but she lives here, and maybe she died. Maybe Emil killed her. Who knows? They were in love and stuff, yeah, sure, but who knows? Maybe, but anyway, like, this Mutsuki might be dead, and this is unaware of this, because she thinks she's the same as the one, right? And she's not aware that she cannot go back. Like, this path is not possible for her anymore. So the only path from this would be to change a host, basically, to change another human number 3, and transfer the data to the brain of the 3. Okay. Okay, and with that I will just continue. But it seems like individual deals are finally about to go down. If I don't call the police now, they might escape despite that. While looking all over the place with my binoculars, I spot something unexpected. There's a guy with the cap covering his eyes, hiding behind some roadside trees, glaring at the dealer. It's Yoshida. Oh. I instinctively stand up and head for the register. The manager is clearly relieved that I'm leaving. As I say this, I place down 200 yen bills. The manager raises his eyebrow. I run down the stairs and look for Yoshida. He's not on the roadside trees anymore. I want to stop him before it's too late. I don't consider myself Yoshida's friend, beyond a measure, but due to recent developments, I can't think of him as a stranger either. Yeah. Maybe it's because I feel me and Sakuya's future might be somewhere in Yoshida and Hiragi Midori's fate. Yeah, they also been like in the Ashur situation, right? I think. Midori and Yoshida. Maybe. Actually, do we know this? Are we in Ashur or not? I'm not sure. I don't think like they ever said that actually. Maybe I just made up some facts. I desperately strain my eyes, but... Oh? It was the roar of the gunshot. I wasn't the only one who heard it. Passerbys on the main street stopped walking and turned towards the sound, just like me. Oh. Hello? Yoshida rapidly but deliberately advances while shooting a pistol. His face shows no emotion. What the hell is happening? Huh? Yoshida's target is clearly the large drug dealer, but his followers are taking the bullets, so Yoshida can't reach the dealer. So, did he like on like path of vengeance now? Did like he like blaming them for what happened to Midori or something, and he's like, yeah, you messed up with her, you messed up with me. It feels like I'm watching a scene in a movie. My legs won't move as if they began glued to the ground. It feels like time has stopped, but it also feels like it's flowing at high speed, an odd sensation. My heart is pounding. My legs are trembling. My teeth grind together. Or maybe he thinks that he's in the Babylon. That might be too. You know, like he's like way too detached. Maybe he is also one of the... how... God damn it. I keep forgetting the term. The children. The IO, but... No, IC. But what was the IC stand for? Oh, imaginary children. Yeah. Before long. Oh. Yeah. Oh, that's this guy. Yeah, okay. You told me like who it is, but I couldn't like remember his face. The bullets stop coming out of the gun. Yoshida looks down at it as if he's looking at a strange object. He stands dazzled in place. Black shadows swoops down on him in succession. Shadows. Yoshida pulls the trigger of the now empty gun over and over again, as if he can't do anything else. That's why In that instant, centripetal force takes over in the world with Yoshida and the drug dealer at the center. Figures of people begin to run in all directions, scattering like baby spiders, and Yoshida seemingly loses strength and collapses on the road. I can see what appears to be bruises on him, but he's not bleeding. He literally just fell over. Huh. It's like almost like he was controlled or something, like, you know, like someone just cut off the strings from the puppet and he just fall down. Immediately afterwards, an ambulance, detectives in business suits, and blue uniformed police officers come rushing over all the place. The instant he is handcuffed, Yoshida's eyes met mine. When he does, an apparently lonely yet satisfied smile rises to his face. I'm sure I'll never forget those eyes for the rest of my life. Okay, what was this interaction? What the hell? I'm powerless, I can't do anything. I couldn't stop or save Yoshida. My hands and legs had no strength. And I couldn't call him a friend either. I'm a coward, trash, utter scum. I can't look Midoriya in the face now. Why am I alive? It would be better if I just died. Why you blame yourself for this? Like, you blame yourself that you couldn't stop him from, like, doing what he did? But I don't even have the courage to do that. I really am hopeless. It's because I'm like this that Mitsuki abandoned me. In this dark, moonless night, I just condemn myself over and over again. I lie prostrate on the ground and punch it so many times that I can't even tell anymore if my fist hurts. Who'd be calling me at a time like this? I check the caller ID to see it's from Yayoi-sensei. Okay. Strange hour to call. Okay. Oh! Oh! Okay, that's sudden. Okay. Goosebumps cover up my whole body. I remember what happened with Yoshida earlier. Oh crap! Oh shit. Okay. Okay, so intensity went just way off the roof. Okay. Holy crap. Okay. Is Sensei relying on me? What, like, what really is causing this? Like, it's not like whole school was playing Babylon. It's just been like few people in the school, I think. And yet they died anyway? Or maybe actually most of the school played Babylon. It just was not said. I mean, Babylon is more and more popular, right? And Marduk, right, was sending the invitations too. I don't have the willpower to press the button to hang up, so my hand that holds the cell phone just dangles. The world's reality is beginning to crumble. Where is the world I believe in? Hi, Mayumi. You are here again. Where's your sister? She's missing since you went to your leader. How much time has passed? I see Yumi, who's looking at me with concern. I don't know what I should do. Strangely enough, when I see her looking at me like that, my emotions dry up within me. My mind is so conflicted between talking to her about everything and resisting those impulses that I end up in emotional paralysis. Okay. Alright, she was supposed to be sick. True. Yeah. Right. I forgot about that. So much stuff happened last time I forgot about this little conversation we had before. Oh, Yumi. I'm not the one you should be thanking. Sakuya's the one who made it. I have no power whatsoever. Do we have possible confession? That's sudden. Okay. I mean, you seems nice. Your sister would be furious though. Also, what about Sakuya? Sakuya clearly had feelings for you for a long time. And she's an emotional mess in general, so might be bad. Wrapped up in Yumi's arms, I confess my complete powerlessness, my stupidity, my utter hopelessness. I don't keep a single event about today a secret from her. When I think about it carefully, this is a truly terrifying, ghastly spectacle. Why am I telling Yumi, who's so frail, all those horrible things? But I can't stop myself. Okay. Yumi just listens to me. He talked the whole time. Words can't describe just how grateful I am for that to her. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Keep moving forwards. What the hell am I doing? Yumi's not weak at all. She's way stronger than me. I've just been escaping. At the time I noticed Yumi is carrying an ill-fitting, unrefined video camera. She's carrying a large tube around her back. Is there a tripod in there? Okay. Yumi notices my stare and smiles sweetly at me. How can she make such a pure expressions? Okay, sure. Okay. Okay. I can't believe myself. Common sense had blinded me. There's not just one meaning to everything. The context is different and it changes too, but... Okay. I think Yumi is going to be a key for Hinata to understand something about the moon, like, if you can see the moon. Like, that was like the thing Mitsuki was like asking him, right? If you can see the moon, can you see this? What you cannot see? And Yumi is just giving this, like, you know, interactions about the moon. Like, it's there, but it's not. Stuff like this, you know?
Yumi?
Weird interaction, very weird. Okay. Does she understand the meaning of what she's been saying for the last minute or so? Yeah, it's more or less like You know, just saying that, yeah, I want to be your girlfriend. Let's be together. More or less. She didn't say that like specifically, but she didn't confess like specifically, but
あ、いや、そんなことないよ。そうしよう、そうしよう。
neither Sakuya. Like, she didn't confess to really as well. But we can see that she wants to be with Hinata. If the things she's been saying don't have any strange meaning, but are said naturally and demand exactly what they say, then she should find a way to package up that natural airheadness of hers and send it all to all who are unable to put their fears to rest every day. And yet she's completely unaware of her amazing ability.
新月の写真はないんですけど、月食ならあるんですよ。
Okay.
それってこの間の？
はい、そうです。すごくよく撮れてるんです。そうだ。ひなたくん。
Is one of them red?
ユミ、いくつか持ってるから。
ありがとう。
It is. It's an amazing red color that could take your breath away. The moon was shedding blood. Maybe it was in this blood-stained light that the world changed. But judging from Yumi's innocent expression, she doesn't see anything ominous about it at all. I will take good care of this photograph. Like the letter I got from Dad, I won't lose it. Okay. I feel that this smile is a treasure that should never disappear from the world. Just then, the remaining mysteries of the crossword puzzle pop into my mind.
そういえばユミはネットとかコンピュータとか詳しかったんだよね。
お姉ちゃんやリーダーほど
And the leader. Who is your leader? Make me meet with your leader, please. I don't know if that's a good idea, but...
そっか。でもきっと大丈夫。他のキャラクターに扮して会話するチャットってなんていうか知ってる？
Okay.
なりきりチャットのことですか？
Cosplay
なり
chat.
きり？あ、それだ。
Was that a thing?
もしかしてまたクロス。
うん、そうだよ。ユミは本当に
Cosplay chat, that's a thing? That's how you call this?
そうですか。では失礼し。
ああ、そうか。わーいわーい。クロスワードが解けた。
Okay. Instinctively knew what she's going to say. In this park devoid of other people, Yumi and I perform our usual folk dance. No music, no observance. Just she and I dancing to our heart's content in the dark veil of night. Okay. Cluster 15, and this is the one that you want me to finish before I finish the recording. Very curious why, and kinda scared. By the end of the day, my fate has gone amiss. Okay. Mysterious group suicide summoned by the new moon. Shooting spree in a business district, high school students arrested. Necrotics, the sinister shadow behind the scenes. Narcotics, sorry. Gyoka Academy accepting bribes, stuff rounded up. Unforgivable, Exarch using Academy as the test site. Oh yeah. We'll see. A scenario that brings death, the Ashur tragedy. Incidents and more incidents, nothing but incidents. Bloodshed, disasters, tragedies. Every day those incidents appear on the newspaper and on TV. Take her into your arms like a fine bow. Like a fine bow? Like a bow as like bow with the string, or a bow as like, you know, in the hair. The board chairman of our sorry. Board chairman of our closed school answered in all interviews that all I was doing was following instructions. Those excuses are utterly ridiculous. The school I was going to was really that kind of place. Then Mutsuki was much smarter than me not to even try going there from the beginning. And the rest of us, who had lost our school and our colleagues, were cast out into the cold. Many of them have immersed themselves into Babylon, having gotten hooked to the net. But we I haven't felt like going back after that incident. That kind of war did attract me, and I am a bit concerned about what happened to Hinata, but I can understand the scenario Ashur. It operated on weakened intentions, or if not that, the mysterious intentions that defied human intellect. We were played within the palms of those intentions. That's what it felt like. Even with things going the way they are, Dad couldn't come home. All he did was send an email that said, I can't come back from work. Oh. Wait, he's in contact with you? That's the first time I hear about that. Okay. I was like weirded out that like Hinata is like not at least like concerned that his father just left. Okay. It's the same with Mr. Kawahara. Even though he tried to pit Sakuya and I against each other so much, it all became meaningless in the end, given that he's not here to interfere. And what if some outrageous incident happens at their company? Okay. Yeah, about that guy. Yeah, about that. Sakuya says this. That's all I can say. Yeah. They still don't know that he's arrested. If those two went through the same things, Izumo, Tsukasa and Mutsuki, couldn't you say they are similar? The charm of the net, because of that their love burned way too fast. In the end, I don't know what their connection to Mutsuki was, because I'd lost my head due to the incidents with Yoshida. I missed my chance to track down the drug dealer known as Sin. But what good would that have really done anyway? Even if I managed to get just the two of us together, I have absolutely no guarantee that bluffs and recklessness would be enough to successfully interrogate a brutal criminal. Okay.
でも、今ここでこうしてることだって相当に危険なことだから。
どうして？ひなたは何も悪いことしてないんだし、堂々としてればいいじゃない。
そういう風には割り切れないよ。
I got way too deeply connected to a series of incidents. I never could have predicted that I would have ended up in the situation as a result after all. Suicide Induction Project. A brainwashing method that gnaws at the mind. Okay, what? How did you get this project? From where? Narcotics and shootings? Oh, this is that articles, okay. Who's mystery person X pulling the strings behind those blood fouts? New type of narcotic spreads on campus. The dealer was a student. Suspect Aohina. Oh, holy shit, he's a suspect. Also, he's 15. Yeah, you told me in the comments as well. I calculated wrongly, but in the previous episode. Formerly Kyoka Academy High School freshman. Metropolitan Police Department by Computer Division. Okay. Great! Why we are a suspect? Care to explain? Is police in it? Is there any information about Aohinata being a drug dealer? Oh! Someone framed him. Okay. The information was released because there was evidence and credibility to it, right? Yeah. That's not true now, is it? In the West, there's many examples of 12-year-olds that have heads of the street gangs. He wasn't in any clubs, right? Okay. Wait, I thought for a second that it's Hinata talking to her, but it's not. Who is she speaking with? I just realized. Okay. Really? According to records, he frequently skipped lessons and he hung around your infirmary, correct? Did you and the suspect have a special relationship of sorts? Okay, so she's speaking to the police or something, I guess.
いい死に巡り合えるかどうかは子供の一生の問題ですからね。
Are you playing them?
そちらこそ陰猥な邪推でお茶の間を賑わせようというゲスな意図が見え見えですよ。
Okay. Or either like someone from police or or a journalist. Let's try a different perspective, shall we? You're sticking up for a suspect right here at this moment because of the goodwill you had for him, right?
ええ、それにあなた方が呼んだからです。
You are fixated on the possibility that cracking was involved. Why do you have reason to believe that's the case?
様々な可能性があります。それに対する意見を言うのは警察の仕事であって、私がここにいる理由ではありません。
I see. Then if the suspect is watching this from somewhere, do you have a message for him?
そうですね。私は彼を信じているから、特にこれといって言うことはありませんが。
What would it be?
クソったれなメディアや見当違いのネットの意見、それは一時的にあなたを傷つけるでしょう。しかし、負けない勇気を持ちなさい。恥は一時、信念は一生。
Shitty. Yeah, so this is a journalist. Yep, okay.
はい、ありがとうございました。
The attack from Enlil, or Code, Edok, or Drio towards me was simply acidic. Cyber-terrorism, nasty harassment over the net. The problem is that even Cyberforce is after me too now. Holy Jesus! To think a coward who couldn't punch someone who saved his life is now wanted by the police. It's unbelievable.
今どこに住んでるの？
君を危険に巻き込むから言えない。
Okay.
どうしてそ
We're on the run. Holy crap. I did not expect
好きな
that.
人の役に立ちたいのに。
I really did not expect it to be on the run. Wow.
ありがとう。ここにこうして来てくれたことだけで十分に感謝して。
ひなた、
I could surrender myself to the police and tell them everything, but if I did that, then I'd have to reveal even the step my sister wanted to keep secret. I want to protect Mutsuki.
妹を探し始めてから
Yeah, pretty much.
狂ってしまった。
え？何を言ってるの？
おそらく妹は銃犯罪すら辞さない集団の中枢に取り込まれている。僕が今こういう事態になっているのは
それはそうだけど。
That's Enlil. Since about 2 weeks ago, since the day the new moon when those horrible tragedies happened, I haven't gone home. I've been wandering from place to place, from park through the whole town, looking for the invisible new moon. That's what saved my life. I only heard about this from Sakuya, but someone broke into my house. They broke through the deadbolt and tore apart my room, and my room alone. Okay. They left a single bullet on my desk as the warning. Holy crap. You really are target of like everyone right now. I mean, if you stick your nose where it doesn't belong and deeper, you'll be shot with that bullet. On Monday morning, my name came along with the report of the many tragedies. I was so dumbfounded I couldn't speak. Those bastards made me suspect, so I tried to run away.
僕は一旦ムツキを探すのを諦めようと思う。
Okay.
どうして？
永遠に諦める
You'll stay low, huh?
ほとぼりが収まるまで待って準備を徐々に固めてもう一回チャレンジする。
どっかに行っちゃうの？
だから昨夜にお別れを。
Okay, where are we going?
いや、私も絶対に離れないから。今までどんな寂しい思いをしてきたかわかる？
Yeah, you are like emotionally extremely unstable.
死ぬよりはマシだよ。
死んだ方がマシ。
God damn it.
バカ。
Look at my right hand in dumbfounded. I wasn't thinking just now. But I performed an act of violence, something I never thought I'd be able to do. And I did it to someone I truly care for. She just talked about dying.
ごめん。
That's good you did that, actually.
ただ僕は昨夜を守りたくて。
Yeah, because you want to protect her, you did what you did.
ごめんなさい。
Like, this is like just marked to reality. In the span of emotions. Saka holds her cheek as she shakes her head. With this, I've taken a step closer to being someone who should be scorned.
君を危険にさらしたくないんだよ。
私は好きな人といたいだけなの。それがいけないことなの。どうしてもダメなの。
I'm not going forever.
自分の身を守りきれるかどうかわからない。だから僕は昨夜まで守りきれる自信がないんだ。
Yeah.
わかっ
いいもん。自分の身は自分で守るから。
無理だ。そんな甘い相手じゃないんだ。頼む。困らせないでくれ。僕が寂しくないと思うか。僕だって。
ひなた。
That's why I... Oh, wow. That sounds like important choice. Holy shit. Oh, wow. Decided to take Sakuya with me. I can't take her with me no matter what. She helped us a lot, but true, she's going to be in danger. But without her, we wouldn't be where we are now. Like, she also knows, basically, what we're doing so far. She knows about Mutsuki, about the crossword, right? She knows a lot. They may go after her if they, like, thread the connections that we're always seeing with Sakuya and stuff. I think, like, if I will decide to take Sakuya with me, just because leaving her alone is going to be probably more dangerous than taking her with us. And also, we helped each other a lot during this, before, like, everything happened. She's helped us cracking to the Mitsuki's computer and into the Babylon and stuff. So I think I will take Sakuya with me. I think this is a reasonable choice. Like, not taking her is too much of the risk, I think. Like, she can, like, be captured and used against us, for example. She can be interrogated. Like, a lot of, like, bad stuff can happen when we are not around and we don't even know. So I'll just decide to take Sakuya with me. Sounds reasonable, right?
ダメだ。耐えきれない。昨夜、僕はもう君を手放さない。
ひなた、私、嬉しいよ。
And we took the romantic approach as well, it seems. Are those tears from heaven? The rain that wraps itself around us is endlessly kind and sad. Okay, back to the crossword. Just thinking of you. Okay. There's no need to ask Inagaki. I entered the clue I got from Mayumi in the horizontal boxes in the lower right-hand corner. Okay. Cosplay. Like, is that really a thing as a chat? Down clue. A neurotransmitter frequently found in narcotics. Oh! Interesting! Well, admittedly, don't know the answer to this one. It should be hard to find. I head for the usual net search engine. So we're somewhere with PC. That's obvious. Some common neurotransmitters are acetylcholine, something, dopamine. Got it alright, time to type it in. Okay. Dopamine. So this word is going to be redesigned, I think. At least that's what I made out of this. No, never mind. Never mind. Two little letters. What's here? Gangi? Na? Okay, I don't know. Just one more letter. I could probably guess it from what I have now, though. Let's try rearrange things. genders. Nah, no way. Sounds like a surname. No, this isn't working. Maybe I will have better luck with the first word. Nagging, as in a naggy. Aging. Sounds like a license plate on the old woman's car. Yeah, forget it. None of those feels remotely close. I don't feel like I probably could figure it out from what I have, but just to be safe, I will get the last letter. With that in mind, I head for the middle. Okay. There's only one pair of across and vertical clues there to interact, because it's not chained to anything. I can't put any words there. Okay. I take out the disc that Sakuya gave me when we parted. Okay.
じゃあこれを
Sakuya takes a terabyte disc out of her bag.
レムちゃんからの贈り物
Okay.
レムから。
これがないと絶対にクロスワードは解けないんだもんだって
Interesting.
レムがまた昨夜のところに来たのか。
うん一回だけねひなたのこと心配してたよ
そうか、レムが。美月が。
I accidentally take out the disc. On it is the data Sakuya got from Lem. With this key, I will be able to unlock the last area.
よし。
The system automatically reads the disc. And then, in the area of the middle section of the crossword, a word with a 4-letter appears. It shares the S in cactus. Okay. So we have another word here. 4 letters. An ancient Tibetan name for the name of the Tibetan Buddhism holy ground, whose name means a Buddha's land.
来た。
I immediately search for it. You had Buddhism on the holy ground. Lhasa, known in ancient Tibetan writings as Rasa. Okay. So we got the last letter. No, it's not the last letter. To illegally usurp a server root authority. Hacking, cracking. The search results are various net slang words, but just one of them catches my eye. That one is... crack, okay. Okay, we have all of the... So we didn't even, like, fully discover the crossword. I mean, that makes sense, I guess. Like, we just need the letters for the anagram here. We solved this. Oh,
よく頑張ったよね
and others just showed up. Okay. The fairy suddenly flutters about.
あとはアナグラムだけ元気にちょ
I try to cheer myself up. Anyway, let's start with the second word, since it looks less complicated than the first. I try arranging it a bit, and the result is... dragons? Some sort of net slang for the dragon? I have crazy idea. Guys, let's see if the AI can figure this out. I would ask ChatGPT if he knows like what this anagram may be. Like, here's anagram. Make a sense out of this. Let me see if he can do it. Okay, so it gave me interesting option. The letters involved separated this and this. Tried with 14 letters combined. Singing and rehang, which sound awkward. Looking closely, how about singing garden? Singing garden. That accounts for all letters in your puzzle. Is it? Oh, because he just like smashed this together instead of like using these two as a separate words. Huh. You can do that? Insulting anagrams? I had no idea. Anyway, that's ChatGPT answer. Let's see what it actually is. Come to think of it, Inagaki mentioned a guild or two when we were in the Babylon. Also, I don't have the time to like check every letter if like singing garden makes sense, because obviously chat like is not very extremely reliable, so might like totally make some bullshit out of this. But yeah, come to think of it, Inagaki mentioned a guild or two when we were in the Babylon. Maybe it refers to the name of a guild there or something.
なわけないでしょ。真面目にやってよね、お兄ちゃん。
そんなこと言ってもこっちは真剣なんだから。あ、
At that time, I began to change around the letters in my head. I switched the D with the G. Gardens. Wait. Really? This? Wait a second. I tried moving the R to an A and gardens. That's it. The second word is gardens. What with the first word? Ignoring all the ridiculous ideas I had before, I moved several of the letters around. I moved the last N and put in between A and G to find hanging gardens. How did you make singing gardens? I have no fucking idea. But hanging gardens makes much more sense if you think about this. Now when we have answered, it makes sense. It's connected to the Babylon, like hanging gardens of the Babylonia, basically. It makes sense. It's connected. How though? I don't know. Nostalgic scene appears in my mind. Oh, the rooftop. Okay. That's right. That's what we called the gardens on the back of the school roof.
待ってろよ、ムツキ。
Perhaps the final key to the meeting Mutsuki again is there. If that's the case, then what should I do is sneak into the closed school, I guess. Okay. Once the flower beds would have been multicolored and in full bloom, at the very least, up until half a month ago, there would have been a supervisor that took care of them. But since the school being closed, they've been neglected, and are now a mere shadow of their former selves. The garden has withered and fallen into ruin. Despite that, it seems that roses and raspberries have withered, and lack of attention the best, as they're still living, even if only barely. What did Mutsuki want me to do here? What did she want to show me? Even though I solved the puzzle, I still can't find the least puzzle piece, the most important something. I can't help but feel that way. In the withered garden, small reddish purple petals of the flower blow by, like a whisper of the wind. Okay. I try to approach them. That's all in that corner are the 3 leaves plants that are spread out, surrounding small flowers, the red clovers. Okay. This is where the medicine Sakuya gave me came from. Oh. Okay. That's a connection. I recall another nostalgic sensation. I crouch down and take a long, hard look at the purplish red small flowers when...
そうだ。昔はよくここまで連れてこられて、
Okay.
ムツキと一緒に遊んだんだ。
Jesus, what? Why the hell we had that drop right now? What was that? Well, that was so ominous. My childhood memories began to be reborn along with the electrifying sensation hitting me like a lightning bolt on the head. Memories that I'd sealed away up until now. Okay, tragic backstory, here we go. It was 10 years ago, when we were brought for the first time by our dad, who worked at Kyoka Academy as a short-term contract teacher.
父さんの仕事場についていけるんだって。
え、そうなの？わーいわーい、学校だよ、お兄ちゃん。一緒に遊ぼうね。
Okay, and thus we found a place in Kyoka Academy that suits us best. It was these hanging gardens.
そうだったんだ。それでひなたってサボるときは屋上にいることが多かったのね。
So he unconsciously was going here. Okay. Is that right? Perhaps that might have been due to an unconscious desire of mine to go back to my so-called good old days.
ああ、
It was a place very close to the sky, full of flowers in full bloom, faced with that wondrous sight, we instinctively let out shouts of joy.
天国みたいだね。
And heaven is connected to the moon. Okay. I felt the same, but was too embarrassed to say it out loud, so I just looked up at the sky.
何を見てるの？
太陽。
He's looking at the sun while she's looking at the moon.
そんなの見えない。太陽なんて見えないよ。
Wow, she's like Hinata but other way around. He can see moon and she cannot see sun.
じゃあ何が見えるの？
月。
そんな
Yeah.
の見えない。
Wow.
見えない。
What the hell?
見えるよ。
Mutsuki said this with a serious expression.
こうするの。
When she said that, Mutsuki closes her eyes.
私には見えるの。
Oh, like imagination? I'm sure it was her imagination that was doing all the seeing. Unable to say anything, I looked up at the sky again and calmly observed the wind-swept clouds while being buffed by the warm sunlight. But like this, like her closing eyes and stuff, it corresponds to what we had in that one... I think it was in the diary of Mutsuki, right? When like she was like, when you sleep, you see something that people from outside don't, stuff like this. So it's all connected. Okay. Just then, Mutsuki looked down the stairs. There was a cat napping in the shade while buffing itself in the pleasant wind.
あの猫さん、きっと今空を飛んでいる夢を見てるんだ。それで雲をたくさん食べるともっと高く飛べるようになるって信じてる。
Mutsuki began to wave a story out of a full dream. Tag, hide and seek, foot racing. We played a whole lot of games there. But in the end, the last thing we got absorbed in
知
was...
ってるの？
探してるの。
だから何を？
クローバ
Okay, we're looking for the clovers. Okay.
ー。違うの。四つ葉のね、
Yeah.
クローバーを探してるの。
四つ葉なんてそんなの本当に
They
ある
are.
の？
They are.
あるよ、絶対に。
At times like that, Mutsuki would absolutely never change her
四
opinion.
つ葉のクローバーはめったに見つからないから幸運をもたらすシンボルになってるんだよ。
へえ、幸運が欲しいの？じゃあ今は幸せじゃないの？
Okay.
違うよ、幸せだよ。
Okay.
そんなもんなのかな？
そうだよ。幸せな時にこそ悪魔はつけ入ってくるんだから。
Huh.
魔除け。
そう言ったでしょ。
No.
言ってない。
言った
言ってない。
言っ
Wow.
た。まあそういうわけだから探そうよ。
So stubborn. Didn't I give you a charm like that already? Although I thought that I crashed down and started searching, while we looked, Mutsuki told me some things about
クローバ
clovers.
ーってね、稀に5枚や6枚のやつも発見されててね、18枚のものまで見つかってるんだって。
I don't think these exist actually. Four, yeah. 5, maybe. Who the fuck knows? More? I don't think so.
5つ
At least not in natural environments.
6つ葉は地位名声の幸運、7つ葉は最大の幸運を意味するとか言われてるんだよ。すごい
Okay.
あ、つまりはさ、それって突然変異？
ドッペルゲンガー。
Brutish.
違う、全然違う。っていうかほとんど似てない。突然変異。
Okay.
普通じゃないってこと？
まあ平たく言うとそういうことかな。ところでさ、なんでそんなに詳しいの？
I was half interested and half amazed by that knowledge.
で読んだの。
電子ブックか。ムツキは本の虫だからな。
To Mutsuki, who was prone to illness and rarely played outside, books were her best friends. Anyway, although I helped Mutsuki look for the 4-leaf clover at first, no matter how hard I looked, I couldn't find one. So I gradually grew tired of it and began playing other games. But Mutsuki continued to search for the clover alone, and eventually... She left out a small cheer. I ran over to her and looked over the small 4-leaf clover. Okay,
これが
she did it.
クローバーなんだ。
It was the first time I'd ever seen one. It looked like a round
ち
cross.
ゃんは見つけた？
I was not looking.
いやまだだ。でも帰るまでには絶対見つけてみせるから。
For some reason, I couldn't help but want to. Before I knew it, I was seriously peeling my eyes for a 4-leaf clover, but Musky was making a crown of the necklace out of the purplish red clovers. As she waved them together, I continued to search earnestly. I can't find it. 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 The sun was setting. It was finally time for us to go home. Okay, so it's like searching for the clover, like some kind of analogy to like him searching for Mutsuki now. What?
ないの？
Feeling bitter and like all my efforts has gone to waste, I said this with a sigh.
じゃあこれ。
Okay. Mutsuki presented her 4-leaf clover.
でもこれは。
いいの？だってお兄ちゃんが大好きだから。
Okay. A carefree smile rose to Mutsuki's face. When I saw that expression on her, I felt my nose start to drip.
もうよし。じゃあ今度来るときはお兄ちゃんがムツキの分を探してあげるよ。
Okay.
任せろって。
I meant it from the bottom of my heart.
じゃあね、おまじないしてあげる。
おまじない？
Mutsuki placed the clover on top of my head.
これは？
あのね、妖精さんっているでしょ？
Okay.
いない。
もういるのいるんです。
So, Clover is connected to Mutsuki, connected to Lem, Lem is connected to Mutsuki. So Lem is like some kind of like password, like 4-leaf clover is some kind of hidden password that will unlock like hidden dialogue within Lem or something.
はいはいわかったわかった。じゃあそういうことにしておこう。
でね、妖精さん、例えばフェローリとか
それは車。フェアリーね。
フェアリーとかいろいろいてそこら辺をうろちょろしてるんだけど、普通の人の目には見えないでしょ？
そうだな。
でもね、頭に四つ葉のクローバーを乗せると見えるんだって。
Sure.
へえ。
ねえ、どう？妖精さん、
見えるわけ。
No way I could. I was tempted to give the straight mannesque response, but
お兄ちゃんに見えなかった四つ葉のクローバーが見つかるようになるといいね。
ムツキ。
did you lost this clover? Where is it? Mutsuki, who was wearing the wreath and necklace of clovers, said this with a wild smile. Oh, I see. So that's
見
it.
えたよ。妖精。
Oh, oh. He just said that's like basically Mutsuki is a fairy in the scenario. Okay, that corresponds with Lem.
これできっとムツキのクローバー。
I can definitely find your clover. So Mutsuki remembered this conversation. That's why she became like Lem let her to be her shadow and made all the clues here. He was sure that Hinata will like connect Fairy to her.
よかった。約束だよ。
あ、じゃあ
指切り玄米。
Okay. But even with my new headgear and the necklace, I could never find the clover. Okay. Sad. The day Mutsuki left, unable to bear my feelings of remorse, I went up to the roof alone to look at the sky. My hands was a pressed 4-leaf clover in my hands. Beyond the tip of my outstretched hand was the high sky. The world was so far away.
どこだ？どこに？ムツキは？僕はどこに？
The sun was shining, despite that I couldn't feel its brilliance or its heat. I couldn't see the moon. I couldn't see anything with my eyes. The water reflected in my eyes was so transparent that it was almost sad. From that day onward, I sealed off a part of my memories. I fragmented the information and cut off the link. I closed my eyes. I detached my heart from the world and from myself.
やっぱりここはムツキちゃんとの思い出の場所だったのね。
So that was weird. Huh. Sakuya not satisfactorily. Her smile feels like it's healing me from my heart. In other words, that's how it is. The final piece has come together. This is the place where it began, and at the same time, the place where it ends. Okay? The end is the beginning, and the beginning is the end. And in the end, I never found the 4-leaf clover. And I never will. Is that true? Did Mutsuki want me to know that? Is there... that there are things that you can never find, even if you search for them? Does this also refer to Mutsuki herself? So, no way, like, she just tried to, like, make all of this just to tell him, like, you will never find me. There's no way that this is the message she left. There's no way. Meaning Mutsuki really is dead? That's one of the conclusions. Okay, I did not thought, like, that could be a meaning, but that's what I theory crafted. But I guess if you can't find her, that may mean that she's dead. But hey, like, her data may still exist, right? No, it's impossible. I get irritated and decide to start looking again. But if, like, that would be the case, that means that Mutsuki knew that she's going to die, basically. For the hope in the shape of the 4-leaf clover.
私も一緒に手伝うよ。
Right now, Sakuya is like the inseparable partner to me. It's quite difficult to look for a flower in the darkness, but in a short amount of time after I begin... Oh wow, that was fast. I'm taken aback, with shock at how quickly I found it.
ひなた、私も見つけたよ。
Oh, that's a lot of them. Okay.
え
Is it possible to find something you've been looking for so long in such a short time?
四つ葉のクローバーはめったに見つからないから幸運をもたらすシンボルになってるん。
Is that it? What Mutsuki was seeking was modest, ordinary happiness. They slip into your everyday lives, and therefore you won't notice them very easily. But if you pay close attention, you'll find that small bits of happiness are right next to you. The 4-leaf clover I'm pinching in my hand, it may be the remains of such modest dream that was so difficult to realize. That of my sister, the genius. My sister whom no one could catch up to in the end. My sister whose heart fell to despair too easily. My sister who wasn't understood by anyone. My sister who was too pure and innocent for this world. My sister whom I hated and loved.
そっか。そうだったんだ、ムツキ。やっとわかったよ。
The side of Mutsuki that I've come to know is currently wrapped up in sadness and misery. And so she sent me the message through the autonomous program that she created herself. Where are you? I am here. What complex emotions could those words be full of? I finally figured it out. They're extremely complex and chaotic, dark and bright, white and gloomy oceans that cannot be expressed in words. I'm a little bit confused still. I hope like Hinata is going to explain this. Because I'm a little confused, like, what, like, exactly is the message that she left here? Because they've been eternally separated in the two, I might have finally obtained the thread end to mutual understanding. Hesitation, confusion, and the earnest wishes. When the very end came, Mutsuki hit me with all she had. But it's all too late. For a long time I shut my eyes, covered my ears, closed my mouth, and hid in the shell. I didn't know anything. I wasn't concerned with anything. I was nowhere. All I could do was secure myself in one spot. I didn't know. No, I was pretending not to notice. I averted my eyes from the truth. So, is this really like just to realize that she's dead or something? Is that? Really? Before long, the clouds covering the sky cleared up, revealing the form of the divine moon. So, like, we are done with the search for Mutsuki? Basically? What is happening? My phone chirps. I've received the email. Sender is... Mutsuki. Okay? So Marduk is sending stuff, I guess. Right? I found you. You are right there, aren't you? Oh, you mean like... Yeah, okay. So, that was like one of the original ideas in the beginning when we started playing, right? Like, what if like his sister is Data and sending these messages and like, where I am here. And it's like literally written on his phone. Like, I'm in your phone, basically. So she just like gave him like idea that you can't find me. You already found me. You just don't realize this. I think that's the message. When she sees my complexion change, Sakuya looks at the screen on my cell phone.
これってひなたうわーよかったね
Okay, what's on the screen? There's still time. I'm not too late after all. I immediately sent my response. Okay, what was the message? What you got? That's right, I'm right here. I also found you. Okay. Oh, there's the moon. I've certainly found Mutsuki's heart. That's not the red clover. That's normal clover. Oh. And one day, I will find Mutsuki herself. I hold the clover up to the sky. Tears pour seriously down my face. They are not of sorrow nor of joy. A more pure and primal emotion is producing them. It's been 2 years since Mutsuki disappeared. I'm crying for my sister for the first time. Beyond the four-leaf clover wrapped by my tears, it feels like a small fairy is traversing in the front of the full moon. Damn! Wow! Yeah, that's right. You can see fairies with the clover. I found you. This is so very like... Oh! What's happening? Is that opening? Or was it... Is it ending? Opening? What is this? Opening felt different. That's not opening. What is this? Oh, wait. That's the... Wait. The ending screen? He. We don't know who is he. Okay. Okay, so... What just happened? I just finished a road? Wait, what? So Hinata found out where's like Mutsuki dream state, basically, that she's like in that like enigma and she's like basically living in the net. So he found her like, you know, what she left behind, basically, right? The Marduk and everything. And he's like, yeah, I found you. And also I will find you like your real you in the future. I guess, but that's so vague ending. I don't know if I like that ending. It was very weird. I don't know, let me know in the comments what do you think about this ending. I feel like that was like underwhelming. I expected more. It felt underwhelming to me. So there's 15 clusters, basically 15 chapters of the story. I wonder if like other roads are also like, you know, just 15 sections. Okay, I will just make it like, just let it go, and I will maybe cut and see if there's like some kind of like after credit scene. I like the soundtrack here though. I wonder if it's copyrighted or not. if I will have troubles like uploading this or not. Very curious actually. Also, if you wouldn't tell me to like actually complete the chapter 15 or like cluster 15, I probably would like cut where we like went to the rooftop. I'll be like, yeah, we solved the puzzle and we'll find the like next piece of information in the next episode or something. I'm glad you gave me this hint to like actually finish the cluster. I did not expect that there's going to be end though. Yeah, I'm going to be silent for a bit. We're checking the... Okay, opening is the fragment. Insertion song to the moon. To the moon! I love this game, by the way. Never know if you played To the Moon. Play it. Don't spoil yourself. Don't, like, be discouraged how it looks. If you, like, can't handle, like, I don't know, like, top-down RPG things. At least that's how it looks. This is the game that, like, probably made me cry the most out of everything I ever, like, played. I'm still, like, crying while, like, listening to the OST from the To the Moon, like, from the end, like, and I cannot wait for the next games from this guy that made To the Moon. Also, now I think about this, like, it was called To the Moon, and I think about that other game, To the Moon, right? That's like similar concept to the IO, if you think about this, because To the Moon basically, like, without spoilers, right? Is like there's a company that makes your dreams come true. You are like on your deathbed, basically. You couldn't accomplish something, and you're unconscious. You are on your deathbed, and they basically go into your mind and make you feel like you accomplished your dream. So you can die basically while accomplishing your dream. So they like create like reality for you, basically, in your mind. And this is just phenomenal writing. I just love that story. There's so many plot twists and this is way too emotional. Hope I interest you in playing To the Moon. Okay. So, an end credit scene. Okay. The fuck is that? A1. Fragmented individual road. Episodes have been restored. Wait, what? Update. New material added to extra. Huh? Yes? What was that? A=1. Fragmented data restored? Okay, what's in the extras? Playing log. Okay, so we have like Wait, 31 endings? Wait, what the fuck? Keywords, music, movies, messages, choices. I made 8 choices, okay. Endless Dream Corridor, okay. Whatever, I have like bunch of 100%. 99%. Darkness. Oh, wait! These titles! These are the one that are like in the sections sometimes. Oh! 99, 97, 94. Road A, ending version 0.1, Clover. So there's like multiple endings for each road? That's what you're telling me? Wait, so I'm going to like supposed to replay Road A now? CGs. Road A. Okay. I was going to look into other pictures because they would be spoilers. Like I saw like images and I instantly just looked at the A. But I'm like kinda versatile in avoiding spoilers. Movies. Ending movie version 1. Opening movie version 1.45. Ending movie road ABCD. Lunar Eclipse. Insert movie. Infinite Corridor. Okay. Music. Yeah, that's the music. Keywords. And that's the keywords. Defrag. Click? Oh, that's a thing. A equals 1, B equals 0. Okay, CD. Okay. So we have this thing. It's not interactive. I cannot like click anything on this. So this is amount of endings I think I made in the road. So we have road A, B, C, D. I don't know what the symbols here means. It's hard to see them. But it's like X's in some of them. Some are full, some are like half, some are like empty. I don't know what they mean yet. I assume A, B, C, D are like these parts. So like A, B, C, D, maybe. And we finished in this one part. Are X's the parts that we finished or we failed to finish? Oh wait, the full ones are what we finished, I think. Because look, everything is empty. See? There's some X's. So X's are things that I cannot access, I think. It's like, you know, it's X, you cannot like go there. Half finished. Okay, so is each like square representing one of the like, you know, the top lines that we had? So this playing clock. So each square represents like one of these, like inspecting the moon, Raven's black and stuff. Canon cannot catch 87%. Because there's a lot of them. I don't know if that's enough. Oh, that's like a lot of empty ones. Yeah, okay. Okay. Anyway. Maybe one of them is like one of... like that must be like a shit tons of screens then. But anyway. If like one each square is like one title, that means like I managed like 200% this many. No, it's not possible. I haven't done this many 100% screens. So it's not one square per one square. Maybe it's like line per line? But anyway, like it's like I finished like, let's say here, right, 100%, and I finished like in half some part, and I didn't finish at all. Like I didn't enter the part with this because of my choices. Probably. That's why after like my first, I think, choice, when Yumi like was falling down, I was at like, I do not remember, like it was like 80% or something, and then I skipped to another sequence, right? So that was something like this, like I made my choice somewhere like here, let's say, and then I skipped this part, let's say, and then I completed the rest of it. And X's are parts I cannot accomplish yet, probably. They're probably going to open up at some point. Possibly with another like roads and stuff. So maybe would... Okay, so this is just basically a chart of how many endings I got. I don't know if this have like any significance actually, if that actually I should pay attention to this or anything. But it's actually a very cool diagram of like showing how many endings you have. Also, one ending. Do I have like one part that is like fully actually covered? Is it this one? Yeah, this one seems to be like fully covered, see? So does that mean that these are like endings? No, that's like way too many. It's not 31, it's way more. Especially not for each road. Okay, anyway, let me know in the comments what do you think and make out of this, and if my explanation makes sense at all to you. Oh, I can right click to just show it like that. Okay, sure. Okay, so I would assume in the next episode I'm going to go with the new game and I will restart Road A to see like if I can like change my choices and get different outcomes. So we are not parting with Hinata yet. Maybe I will go actually Road B. I'm not sure yet. Because I will probably go from like A, B, C, D. I will just go like from top to bottom. But I'm very like, goddammit. I'm not sure yet what I want to do. Because if you like, because the death rag, right, it shows you that there's access. So I cannot access this part anyway. So I don't know if there's a point in going into Road A again. Maybe I should go to Road B instead. You know? Maybe that will unlock me some stuff of this. You know? Something like that. Maybe that's how it works. Like the roads open just data in them, in other stuff. Also, why it's like this? Why it cannot be like... I don't know. That's kind of hard to read. But this is the mystery part, I guess. That's why it's like that. Cool idea of showing how much progress you made. It's very convoluted and I don't understand it yet, but as I will play and get like maybe next ending, actually you know what, yeah, I will go with Road A and try to get different ending because we have so many endings and I assume these are endings. I will try to get different ending and see what changes here. I will make a screenshot of this and I will compare this to the screenshot after I finish the Road A again. And I will then can figure out what possibly is what. I think that's what we are going to do. And then I'm going to Road B probably. So yeah, I need like, you know, to clarify what means what, and that's why I'm going to replay the Road A. Probably we're going to skip most of the Road A then. Maybe it's going to be short episode. Actually, maybe choices are going to extend the gameplay. Because we don't know how much will change. But yeah, anyway. I mean, I could just load the game from the last choice and not take Sakuya with me. That would probably make an ending. But I think like just restarting and doing choices all over again. Now when we have like different knowledge, it's different. Like for example, I can change my option when I first talk to about Yumi falling down behind. But yeah, that's for another episode. Damn. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being with me. Let me know in the comments what do you think. Very interested. Very interested. But yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you next one. So yeah, click the like button if you liked the episode, subscribe for more, check my Discord, and become a member if you'd like to support me and see episodes earlier. Thank you once again, and for a Pocket Watch, it's going out.